Rich Marshall, thanks very much for talking to Fax TV. Rich, tough defeat that one to take against Toulouse. How do you assess the performance?
You always are. Same as last week. Very, very similar. Similar performance, similar outcome. Yeah, we've got to make sure that we control the ball in good ball. We just look a bit tentative, a bit tense with the ball. I think you can try too hard. We certainly got some momentum in that second half. We built some pressure, got 4 or 5 repeat sets, which is probably the most we've had all year. But we must credit Toulouse. They're a great attacking team. They defended really well today. They shut a lot of our plays down, and we were rattled. But again, 16-0 half time, similar to when we came down here in back at the start of the season. So, but we're not too downbeat. We know exactly where we need to improve. We're running out of games to do that, but we'll improve over the next couple of weeks. We'll have to. Yeah,
it was a little bit of a strange first half. We were 16-0 down, like you said, but we seemed to have all the field possession and all the possession as well. Was that frustrating from
your perspective? Yeah, we did. We had a lot of the momentum of the game was in our favour. We were forcing lots of errors. Their completion rate wasn't good either. Yeah, but we were turning the ball over in the wrong areas, and you get punished. We'd looked, they scored off a kick, and then we were making a break, and we put the ball down, and then I think it was Centron went full length, which was pretty embarrassing, really, that score. We don't often say that about our group, but I think he strolled through most of the team. We got our act back together after half time, and made a real game of it. I thought we just couldn't quite get over the line, and we need to look at that. We'll need to start doing some different things there with the ball in good ball.
What do you put that down to? Like you mentioned about it being a bit tentative. Is that the main reason?
Well, the stakes are higher, as we spoke about. We have played 2 championship teams, but they've both improved since we played them. Even when we played Toulouse 4 weeks ago. It is difficult coming away. We did have some logistical. It was a nightmare to get here, but there's no excuse. There's no excuses that our team in there of part-time boys is good enough to win on any game against any team. We have 2 Super League teams now. We've had 2 championship teams and not got a result. We've got 2 Super League teams now, so I'll be looking for a response. And realistically, do we aim to win them games? Yes. It will be difficult against teams that are fighting for their lives. But I think the pressure is definitely on the 2 teams that we're playing in Salford and Hull KR over the next couple of weeks.
And similar, as you mentioned, to Toronto, obviously, despite the scoreline, still a very competitive game and still positives to take from the performance.
Yeah, we are competitive, and we pride ourselves on making things difficult for the opposition. But our focus has probably got to turn to capitalising on our field position and shutting the opposition down as soon as they get the ball. So we'll be looking at that. We review the game every week. We won't do anything any differently. We had some new players in there today. Brandon Douglas, Liam Cooper, I thought were really good and added a lot to us. Yeah, unfortunately Steve Tyler looks like his medial ligament, similar to Ed Barber last week. I'll have to look at the tackle. He thought it was a little bit untoward on his knee, so we don't want anything like that in the game. The game's difficult enough as it is. So we'll look at that, but there's no excuses. Our team is good enough to beat championship teams. We've done it for most of the season, but we'll have to raise our game, won't we, to play the Super League teams.
Yeah, you mentioned Tyra's injury. Is there any early diagnosis on that, or is it too early?
He doesn't look too great. He doesn't look great on his leg, which is disappointing for him. He's been really good, and us as well. But we've got the difference. We have got a stronger squad this year. We'll have to keep rotating. We rotated. I think we made 5 or 6 changes today. Some worked, some didn't, and I'll look at that and take responsibility for that. But at the same time, our effort is never doubted and questioned, and probably just our concentration and smarts. But effort again to stay in the game. It could have gone one or 2 ways, and it didn't do.
You mentioned Liam Cooper as well. I thought he went really well today. What did you?
He come up with a couple of mistakes, but it's his first hit out for the club. There were some encouraging signs within that, I thought. I'm really happy for him, and I thought Brandon Douglas did as well. I thought he had a real go for us. Nothing too complicated with his style. He's uncompromising in what he does, and I thought it was really good. I thought Brandon Moore was outstanding again for us, and really took the game to Toulouse when we needed him to, and stayed out there and played big minutes. There's a couple of boys who were a bit under the weather, not just because of the travel, because of work, and there's a few flu bugs flying about. So that probably undid what we wanted to do in terms of our rotations. But as I said, there is no excuse. Toulouse were very good today and deserved to win.
Moving forward, as you mentioned, in the next few weeks you're looking for a response from the team from these 2 defeats now.
Not really a response, you know. They're fantastic. They're a great group to work with, you know, and I feel for them when we lose because of the work that they do and the effort that they put in, and the team spirit we've got is never questioned, and it's actually probably growing. And it sounds ridiculous, but we actually get stronger as a group when we deal with adversity. So I'm looking forward to seeing us come through this. As I said, the pressure will all be on we won't be expected to beat Salford or OKR, and the pressure will be on them, so we can go out and hopefully enjoy it. And you know, we'll see a revitalised Halifax after playing not great against championship teams.
Richard, thanks for your time, much appreciated, and we'll talk to you again soon.